Hi everyone, so I just wanted to make a quick video on how to hybrid tint. I've seen some tags and stuff and some salons were afraid to apply it. And yeah, so this is just tint application, absolutely nothing else. It's how we precision tint and teach it in class. So I am going to use brown today. So as you can see, the smallest pea size amount. And then I'm going to use grey as well. So a dot of grey, so about 20% grey. And your developer, which is 1-to-1 ratio. So it always looks like it's about time and a half your tint. I'm going to mix it really, really well. The tint is better when it changes colour and it's applied then. So I'm going to mix it really well, leave it sit, go away and come back to it. So what I would normally do with a client is obviously have a chat to them, and I would let the tint sit there and then I would come and apply it. So I am going to come back. As you can see, it's a lot darker now. And I'm just going to mix it. I'm going to show you how to precision tint on my hand and then how I would do it on Casey. So I'm going to make sure that one side of the brush, as you can see, still have tint 6 days later. I scrubbed off the bottom one, but this 6 days later, the stain is still there. So I'm going to load the brush with one side of product and clean the other side. So the edge that you want sharp is to have no product on it. So again, I'm going to load the brush on the opposite side. So see, the other side be full of product and that side is clean. So clean it, do my two sharp edges. So my two edges, apply the product then evenly all over. I never apply it to the front straight away. I apply it to the body and the tail. And then I would apply it to the front at the very end. So as you can see, very thinly to the front and loads of product again to the body to the end. I then come in. Make sure that the edges are always sharp. Come in and load the product. As you can see, a lot more product right into the center of the brow and make sure it is evenly spread all over. And then I always make sure that my edges are really, really sharp. And I do this with a cotton bud. As soon as it is applied all over, I then remove the front of a brow and the brow in a triangle. So this will make sure that you don't have a harsh front. So as you can see here in Casey, I'm doing my bottom line. I'm making sure that I do my top line, loading the opposite side of the product, bringing it right down, and then I am filling in the front and the body of the brow, making sure that there's loads and loads of product in it. As soon as I have the full brow done, I come around the edges. Now she's really straight brows and she's very young, so I'm not going to be doing too much with her brows. I'm making sure that I'm happy with the shape, and as soon as that is all applied, I come in with my cotton bud and just smudge in the front and take it off in a triangle just to make sure that it has a really, really soft blended front. Which hybrid tint you have to make sure that it is completely perfect because it stains the skin. It is impossible to get off. As well, even with our remover, it is like a henna stain, so it will not come off. I then just finish the brows with some of our eyebrow gel and just conceal underneath them. So that was just a very, very quick demo. So that was your brown. As you can see, it's cooler because we use a grey. About 20% of the grey colour mixed in with it, and it's actually a lovely, lovely brown colour. For timing, how long you leave the tint depends on your client. So for example, if your client takes really, really fast to tint, I would leave it probably about the 8 to 10 minutes. Casey is 8 minutes because she takes so fast. If your client doesn't take the tint, remember it's still tint, so you're going to leave it whatever time you normally would your own tint as well. The longer it's left, the darker it gets. For Aftercare, I would literally tell them they are not to touch their eyebrows, not to get it wet. The longer you don't go near it, the longer it lasts on the skin. Obviously, if your client has oily skin, it won't last as long. If they are gym goers or if they are always scrubbing their face. So yeah, so there are just a few things to remember with your hybrid tint application. Also, you need to remove the tint with a damp cotton bud, not too damp. When you do remove it, the tint needs a few minutes before it hits the air for it to see its true colour. So when you take it off, it looks like it's not staining the skin, and after a few minutes, you actually see its true colour. So yeah, so if you have any questions, pop them over, but that is just a little explanation of how to use our hybrid tint.